Yo, what's going on, everybody? Straw Hat Central here, and man, I'm loving some Guilty Gear right now. If you guys enjoy the content and want to see some more of it, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. It lets me know you guys like it. But for now, let's go ahead and get into this video.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? I'm back with another match analysis. Now we're doing the Potemkin versus Chipp matchup. And we're going to go right into it. Potemkin has one of the best round start kits in the game. He has great range on a lot of his normals, and they have great priority. And he can really tag you from anywhere. Even if he were to do a jump back air dash, he can still get you in some of those situations. So one of the safest things to do as Chipp is just to do a back dash. So here he goes for something. He goes for his far slash, it whiffs, cool. But the basic strategy for Chipp versus Potemkin is fairly simple. What you want to be doing is you want to use your close slash, far slash, heavy slash, Gatlin into Rusho as a great way of getting that corner push. So here I run up, far slash, heavy slash, Rusho. And the most important part of this now is that once you finish that whole sequence, it's to back up. Because most Potemkins are either going to try to throw you or throw out a move to try to punish whatever you do next. They're trying to get a counter hit of some sort to get you off of them. What you want to do is just back off, give them that space, and then close it back again because Chipp's movement is so good. And then you rinse and repeat again. So far slash, heavy slash, Rusho again. Now that he's in the corner, this is my opportunity to go for some kind of mix-up. So what I do is I jump at him and I use heavy slash. I know that Chipp's heavy slash is air dash cancelable. So here I air dash cancel it to go for another heavy slash as a double overhead mix-up. And now I'll continue my pressure of far slash, close slash into far slash. Here he bursts me, right? Which pushes me full screen away from him, and he's still in the corner. And I think this is the most important aspect of the Chipp versus Potemkin matchup. Most Chipps in other characters, they make the mistake of now just blindly throwing themselves at Potemkin. What they don't realize here is that Potemkin is a character with low mobility. He has no way of closing this gap besides one option of using a move called Hammerfall. But before we get into that, let's talk about some of the things that go wrong. So when you just throw yourself at Potemkin in this situation, in most cases, because of his large buttons, he's going to get a hefty counter hit on you. And you're going to eat a ton of damage for it. Or you're going to jump in at him and he's going to use Hammerfall, which skirts him across the screen, and he gets out of the corner for free, and then it puts you in the corner. And you don't want to be in the corner against Potemkin because he's a grappler. He wants to be up close to you. He wants to have the ability to be able to mix between grabbing and striking you, because if he grabs you, you're going to leak. You're going to lose a ton of your health, and that's just the end of it. So what you want to do in this situation is take advantage of what it means for him to have Hammerfall. So other than Hammerfall in this situation, the only other move he could do is Slight Hit, which is a full screen low hitting move, which is really easy to deal with because all you have to do is stand there and block it. Okay, cool. Now onto the main option of Hammerfall. So Hammerfall is a charge motion move. So what that means is that the only way for him to get access to this move is if he holds back for a certain amount of time or walks backwards for a certain amount of time before they input the move. This can also be used in a way if they're crouching and holding back, they won't actually walk backwards, but they're still charging the move. So what this means is that you can actually see, you can visually see when Potemkin is charging Hammerfall. And so this is really good to know, because if you see a Potemkin just walking backwards or crouching, then they're probably about to use Hammerfall, and you should wait and scout it out. And what you can do the moment that you see Hammerfall is when they get close to you, you can use Chipp's DP or any character's DP like Leo's, Soul's, or Chipp's DP to beat it, because Hammerfall is hard to deal with because it has super armor or has one armor hit where it could take one hit. But DPs in this game are multi-hitting moves. So while the first hit of the DP will clash with the Hammerfall, the second hit of the DP will beat it. And then it will push Potemkin back into the corner and he's back to square one. So once you're able to consistently do that, it's going to force good Potemkins to be careful about how they approach getting out of this corner and how they approach you in this situation. And if a Potemkin doesn't adapt and change their way of thinking, or just blindly use Hammerfall, you're going to continuously punish them and put them back into the corner. So here, I've played this guy a few times at this point. He knows that I'm going to punish his Hammerfall. So rather, instead of him just blindly using Hammerfall at me, as most Potemkins would do, he walks up. But I'm watching him. So because I see him walking up, I know he doesn't have Hammerfall because he has to walk back to charge it. So what I do is I use Chipp's mobility to run in and far slash Rusho. And then again, upward Roman cancel drift to pop him up higher into the air. And then I run up to do Chipp's wall running combos. And one thing that I want to point out is that against Potemkin, Chipp's wall running combos may seem like a gimmick, but overall it is best against Potemkin of all other characters in the game because of his large hurt bots. So in most characters in the game, Chipp's wall running combo may get maybe 3 to 4 hits, but against Potemkin, because of his large hurt bots, you're able to hit him more times. So you can hit him maybe 5 to 6 times while running up the wall, which makes him hurt even more for being in that corner. You get a more hefty of a punish for it. And so that's just something really good to point out and to keep in your arsenal, that when you have Potemkin in the corner, you want to try to go for as many wall running combos as you can. So here, because of the amount of pressure we was putting on him in the corner, the wall didn't even have a time to recover. So I didn't get a chance to get the full wall running combo. But so it just breaks here, which is still a good thing because now we get the meter. So in this situation, last time I backdashed when we were in neutral at the very beginning of the game. This time I'm just going to run in and use DP to beat whatever he does. So again, he's in the corner. I just want to keep the pressure on him. This move, slight head, is that full screen low I was talking about. It can also take 1 hit. So this red indication is a sign that it has used up its first hit of super armor. So instead, I go for another hit to just continue that pressure, and I pop him up for Roman cancel. He has no health really, and that's the end of the round. So again, second round, I backdash to get out of there because I know his range. And then I go in trying to mess him up. But then I realized that my man was trying to show respect for the perfect round that he just got. He was showing me some props. Really good sportsmanship on his part. So I had to give him a crouch because I don't have it binded. But I thought this was really cool. This is one thing I appreciate about Guilty Gear. But so here's the Hammerfall move that I've been talking about. And here you can see how fast he really closed that gap between me and him. And I wasn't ready for it. And so I had to block it. But here I immediately try to poke him out with my fastest hitting move with, crouching punches because I don't want to get grabbed. Because if he grabs me, I take a ton of damage. So I'm just poking here to try to get my space back. I backdash, see what he does, run in, 6P. Now I'm running in, I'm using 5K because I'm close enough, get the trip. I'm using Rusho to push him into the corner. Now that he's in the corner, I'm backing up into that range to see what he does. He's whiffing because he's thinking that I'm going to go for another. Last time I had him in the corner, I went for that double overhead with the heavy slashes. This time I just backed up to see what he did. I saw he whiffed something, so I ran in far slash. I got caught. It's okay. So he's trying to grab me. And because Potemkin is a grappler, he wants to be close to me. Me using those far slashes and heavy slashes and then backdashing out of it is making it very hard for him to punish me with his moves while stopping him from getting out of the corner and making him whiff his grabs as well. And one thing I would like to point out is yes, this isn't a mix-up heavy game style, but even if he were to block all of these things, his risk gauge will be flying through the roof right now just from blocking close slash, far slash, heavy slash rushos over and over. And if his risk gets high enough, it's going to cause it to be very risky for him to really do anything. And once you finally catch him, they will take so much damage. So even though you're not mixing him up, that pressure of slowly backing him to that corner and cranking up that risk gauge is still really strong. So here I'm backing up. I backed up, ran in too soon. I ran into that. I'm backing up, run in, far slash, heavy slash, rusho. Push him in the corner. Far slash, heavy slash, rusho. Again, upward drift. I would go for the wall running combo, but instead of just going directly forward like I did last time, he has burst. So I wait. So instead of going for that same combo, I wait here to see what he does, because if he doesn't burst here, he's most likely to die. So I wait to see what he does. He doesn't burst, so now I'll continue the combo. So again, back dash here. He tries to go for a grab, not having it. Run in, far slash, heavy slash, rusho. He bursts. He puts me full screen. Again, so you're here in this position, what do? I run in like an idiot. I lost my own rule for a moment, and I ran in without thinking, and I ate a big counter hit. Lost a big chunk of my health. So I'm like, oh, in here. It looks like I'm not playing anymore, but I'm standing here. I'm watching him, and he knows it. So he's walking forward, walking backwards. So he doesn't have it right now. He's walking backwards. He's charging it now. And I'm sitting down, and I'm waiting for him to do it, so I can hit him with this DP and blow him up. And he's going to die for it. So he's baiting me. He's walking back, walking forward, walking back. And so I'm tired of dealing with it at this point. So what I do here is I'm waiting for it. I'm going to jump. So I jump here, and I don't press anything because I'm hoping that me jumping is him thinking that, oh, he can't punish me now. So now I get in for free. So now he does it, and I block it, and I punish him for it. And this is how you can really crack down on like Potemkins that aren't really thinking. And you can really take advantage of the fact that they want to get in without really playing the game because they know they can't do anything from out there to you, really. So this was a great example of like how you really want the game to play in your ideal match. But in this next match, I'm going to show you what happens when Potemkins are like adapting and know what you're trying to do to them. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and turn off input history. But here we have a matchup against a different Potemkin. Where I'm using the same strategy, but I have to make some changes to it because this Potemkin is now adapting to my strategy. So first off, round start, first thing I want to do as usual is get out of there because different Potemkin, but same thing. He went for the slash button, of course. So what I'm going to do now is my usual. I knew I could go in there and get in kicked, so now I'm going to do forward slash, rush up, back up. He whiffs, see what he does. He jumps at me. So I back up some more. Far slash, I got punished that time. It just kind of happens sometimes. I run up, miss. Far slash, or close slash, far slash, rush up. Of course, he blows me away. I'm trying to push him in that corner and keep him there. So right now I'm kiting back and forth. He went for a Hammerfall, whatever it's called, right? He canceled it. He used emergency break here because he didn't want to give himself to me for free. So he stopped it early as a break. I'm like, oh, cool. That's cool. I see you. So he's whiffing now. He's thinking I'm just going to jump at him. So I'm just kiting back and forth still, blocking his Hammerfall because that's really all he has in that range. So now I'm going to press him. And he grabs my Alpha Blade, which is really good adaptation on him. So now I'm using 6P in that situation to try to push and clash with something that I know really probably won't lose as long as I can get it out. So if you can get 6P out, it's probably not going to lose. The question is that if 6P is going to win or not, the question is, can you get it out in time? So I knew Potemkin is slow as usual, so I knew I'd be able to get it off. I'm doing classic 6P into Gamma Blade pressure right now, and he's poking in between, so he's on game. So now I'm just going to go as usual, 6P, Gamma Blade. He's in the corner, as usual, going for mix-up. He's tired of my shit. Like, he's tired of it. He saw that earlier in a few matches ago, so he went for an air grab. He went for an air grab on me. But we're back in this position. Instead of me just throwing my body at him, I'm waiting for him now. So he goes for a Hammerfall. He uses Roman cancel this time instead of using an emergency break so he doesn't give himself away for free, which is really smart. This is a great adaptation, but I didn't care. I just went for it. I just swung. It didn't matter. So he went for a smart play. It just didn't work out in his favor. But I'm making him think and do so much now, and it's causing him to make mistakes that he usually wouldn't even try. He would just go for it. So right now, again, I run up. He does Hammerfall, but this is the interaction I've been talking about this entire matchup. DP beats the first hit, so right now he's eating this first hit, but the second hit wins. So just because he know I have this in my pocket and I have the reaction, I prove I have the reactions to be able to do it when I see it, he thinks twice before, get pressure. So right now I'm in the corner, so I want to get back to his other side as soon as possible. So even if this Alpha Blade doesn't hit, I just need to get on the other side. Again, now I'm pushing him back into the corner. I got a knockdown. So it's my opportunity to go for mitts. Whenever you get a knockdown with Chipp, it is your opportunity to go for a mitts. And make sure you mix it up so you have either Alpha Blades or going for a Gamma Blade, which is the grab animation, which is this right here. I went for in this situation and was able to get it. And so the great thing about the Potemkin matchup is it's not too many times where you want to knock him down. You just want to push him into the corner. So most of the time, they're not ready for it. Again, backdash. He goes for a grab. I backdash, so he doesn't get it. Again, I'm staggering him with the far slash. I back up. He used a Hammerfall. That was really smart on him. He held me in place using that far slash and then used a Hammerfall to close that gap. But again, I'm getting back on this side because I don't want to be in the corner. Again, I got a knockdown. My chance to go for a mix up. He's in the corner. I tried to do it again. He punished me for it. So if a guy is mashing against you, Gamma Blade isn't really going to work. So you probably shouldn't do it anymore. So now he's on it. You know, I got punished there because I didn't back up. So here I'm sitting in my range. I'm like, what are you going to do? He's jumping at me now because he doesn't want to get punished for it. And there, I'm showing him, I'm going to DP your Hammerfall move too. That move where he comes down in the sky. I'm going to DP it. So I'm showing him that's not safe either. Again, he did it. I didn't have the reaction times for it that time. So he got away with it that time. But here we are. He's scared to just do it. See, that time I'm showing him I'm ready for his stuff. And it's making him not want to do it. Drop combo, so I just ran up the wall to try to save myself. He's wide open. Far slash, Rusho. Again, I'm just weaving, seeing what he's going to do. Good conversion on his part. So he's really adapting. So let's see what happens in this last round. Of course, Potemkin, backdash. Backdash again. See, I'm trying to bait him into it right now. Most Potemkins that don't realize this is what you're doing to them, you back up into this range, they're going for it. So I'm purposely showing him it to see if he'll do it, and he did, but he used the break. So he's playing back right now. We're playing the game. This is the smell of the game right here. So I run in, far slash, Rusho. Far slash, Rusho. Far slash, Rusho. And so the thing about this is, like, yes, this isn't plus technically, but Potemkin is so slow that I could get away with it. And if he tries to mash, he's scared that he may get counter hit. So again, I tried to go for a wall combo. I didn't wait for his burst this time. So that was on me. I didn't wait for his burst. Far slash, heavy slash, Rusho. You already know what it is. And this time I threw in the overhead. This whole time I haven't used it, but this time I used it, so of course it hit him. And boom. So again, we at that range. He did it. Boom, I'm ready for it. Now he's in the corner. Mix up time. Mix up time. Okay. Boom. Played it out. So I really hope this right here helped you guys with the Potemkin matchup. One of the most important things to think about is the fact that getting wall combos with Chipp are really, you get a lot of effectiveness from doing wall combos against Potemkin because of his large hurt bots. Also, you have to threaten Beta Blade, which is the DP. You have to be able to use that to stop him from getting in on you by using that charge motion move, by looking out for if he's moving towards you or not. If you do those two things while also maintaining corner control, you should have a lot easier time with dealing with Potemkin as Chipp, even though he would chunk you.